Hello and welcome to Thank You Reclamation. I'm so happy that you are here. As of now, for the time of the recording, I've got 8 people registered. Some of you are here live and some of you will be watching the recording. So thank you so much for being here. I would like you to participate wherever you are. If you are live or watching the recording, even if you watching the recording, just treat it as a sacred space without any distraction, time for yourself, time for your soul, and really allow yourself to receive whatever is gonna come through. Because I had so many insights and realizations on gratitude and the words thank you, and I feel like every day as I'm contemplating, and even though I've been into gratitude for the last 10 years, it feels like recently there is some new portal opened within me because I couldn't quite figure it out before. And I will share a little bit of that in a moment. But first, let's ground into the space. I invite you to close your eyes. Maybe move your body a little bit, allow yourself to feel comfortable. Sigh out. Take a deep inhale. Hold. And on the exhale, say to yourself, I am here. Notice what you are experiencing in this moment. Allow your energy to come back to you. Whatever you've been doing, whatever you have to do later or you want to do later, allow this to pause for a moment. Pause from your awareness and gather the thoughts, the energy that is attracted into those thoughts, into yourself, so you can fully, wholeheartedly experience this reclamation, this sacred time for yourself. If you have an intention, I invite you to set it now. My intention is for everybody that is here, whether live or this timeless space of the recording, to open up to deeper gratitude, to crack the code of gratitude, to allow the heart to open and feel it fully. Using thank you in a conscious, mindful way. Whatever your intention is, just place it in your heart. And let's take an inhale into your heart. And on the exhale, allow the intention to spread into the awareness of this universe, into oneness, that we all are. You can open your eyes whenever you're ready. If you want any movement, feel free to just allow yourself to to move gently. Again, lovely to see familiar faces. So, firstly, okay, I am back. There seems to be some glitches. Thank you for the internet that keeps us all connected despite these disconnections. So I would like you to notice, contemplate for a moment, how are you experiencing your life? Are you experiencing it from the point of life being a blessing? Everything that you experience is a blessing, a miracle, something to be thankful for? Or is it more like from a place of lack? It's not good enough, nothing seems to be working, everything is against me. Just contemplate. We all shift through various stages, but what would you feel like it's your predominant way of seeing life? Is it gratitude or is it lack? Just acknowledge it within yourself and notice that you can't really be operating from both, because operating from both at the same time is like you have one foot inside your house and one foot outside. You can't move anywhere. You are stuck. You are in between. You have to have 2 feet outside or 2 feet inside in order to move forward somewhere. So we tend to go outside into lack. I mean, that's just a paraphrasing. I'm not saying that outside our house is lack. Or we choose to step inside and experience abundance, and we shift in and out, in and out, in and out. But we most likely have predominant way of viewing things, and I think for many years, even though I thought I was experiencing gratitude, I was actually experiencing lack. I was trying to force gratitude, and gratitude cannot be forced. Gratitude cannot be imitated, and it's not something to be done. It has to be really felt. So I want you to now close your eyes if you haven't already. Tune into the lack space. As I've mentioned in one of the emails, to the chair of lack. How does it feel when you are in lack? Just allow your body to feel for a moment so you can really tangibly see the difference and you can catch yourself more often. When we are in lack, we feel like life happens against us. It's not enough. We are missing something. We are not grateful. We try to force maybe gratitude, but it's not really working and it doesn't help us evoke that feeling within us. Just drop into fully in lack without holding back, without resisting it. Can you feel lack in this moment? And now, take a deep inhale, centering, cleansing. Exhale. And imagine that you are standing up from that chair of lack and sitting on this invisible, energetic chair of abundance. And how does it feel now? If you want, you can even do this movement, stand up from your chair and sit down and again. Notice that when you feel abundant, you feel grateful, and no matter how much you have, you just evoke this feeling of gratitude for what is here right now, what is present, for your journey, where you've been in life, who you have become, for where you are going, you don't see lack. You see even lack as abundance. Even the desert where nothing seems to exist there is abundance of sand there. Even the air, there is abundance of air all around. When you go to the park, abundance of grass everywhere, abundance of leaves on the trees. Nature is showing us that life is full of abundance, but sometimes when we are on that chair of lack, we don't really see it. We want what's not here. But can you notice on this chair of abundance that everything is actually here? And our world doesn't need to shift for us to feel abundant. If I have 8 people registered for this masterclass, experience, workshop, whatever we can call it, if I wasn't able to feel grateful for, first of all, for this channeling that came through me, and also for the first person that signed up, how could I be grateful for 8? Even if I had 100 or 1,000, you, exactly you are the person that I'm grateful for. And if I'm only grateful for you when it's hundreds of other people, then that's not real gratitude, right? So we have to really start from that emptiness where there is nothing. Something is born, one person is born. And can we feel grateful for that? And it's the same with money, right? If we have 1 penny, 1 pound, if we focus on the thousands or millions that are not here, how does that pound or penny feel like? It's like abandonment of what's here towards something that is not here, wishing it to be here. Can you notice that? Gratitude is born within you here and now, and you can always access it. And now, tell yourself, from now on, I choose to sit on the chair of abundance. From now on, I choose to feel abundance and gratitude for all there is, for all I have. From now on, I live my life from this place. And notice how it feels when you make this decision, because decision starts with you, in you. And if your mind is wondering now how it's gonna work, I'm gonna forget, it's not gonna work, just notice it. And firstly, notice that it's you who decides. And even if your mind shifts into the chair of lack, you become aware of it. And the moment you become aware of it, you can choose to shift it. Now I've guided you and I prompted you to change the seat, but it's actually you who changes the seat, right? I'm not doing it for you. Therefore, you always have the power to notice your thoughts, your habitual thoughts, and not mask the chair of lack, pretending that you feel abundant. That's not what we're doing here. We are actually shifting our consciousness, our frequency, changing the state from which we operate into the state of abundance. If we need to take a breath or do the practice to do that, we can do so, but we can always just shift the awareness immediately with the blink of an eye and decide that right now I am operating from abundance. And notice when you feel into the abundance, what are you grateful for right now? Perhaps you are grateful for being here, for sitting here, receiving this co-created transmission, speaking with the field. You're grateful for your body, your ears to listen, your eyes to see, the breath that is always available to you. The internet, the device you are watching it from. And if you are not feeling certain things that you are experiencing, it's because we feel separate from them. So a great practice to do is to receive them energetically. If you imagine something now that you know you should be grateful for it, but you somehow there is no emotion of gratitude, there is no feeling of gratitude within your body. Imagine it right now in front of you, if you can find one, and start opening your body, opening the cells of your body and receiving it in with your breath, but not forcing it, not breathing in like, but gently receiving the breath, allowing the breath to come and allow this thing that seems to be outside of you to come into your awareness, into your space. Heart open, body open. You are becoming one with it. It merges with your awareness. And from this open state, allow yourself to say thank you. Again, not forcing, not doing it, but rather gentle, effortless thank you. Repeat it a few times and notice how it feels. We are not here to do something, we are here to be, and allow the doing to come from a place of being. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Again, if any movement feels good. If you wanted to share anything, how you are feeling or your experience, please post it in the comments. Or even if you wanted to unmute yourself, feel free. Okay, I am back. Not sure what's happening today. So, yesterday I've watched a short video on gratitude and on the fact that there's been some scientific research saying that, of course, gratitude evokes oxytocin, serotonin, like all the good feeling hormones within our body. And we are flooded. It's literally healing our body. It's healing our life because it's pouring through every other area of our life energetically. But what they found that is that the most hormones were released not during doing gratitude list or just counting the things that we are grateful for, but actually when we receive something from another human being or when we observe someone receiving something. That evokes the most feelings of gratitude. The human interaction and actually receiving something that maybe we were not expect or we wanted. But what came to me from that, it's like, how amazing is this? Because of course, gratitude list, if we're doing it, it's not working. We probably all tried this, and for me, it was hit and miss. Sometimes I would feel it and I don't know why. And then I would be attached to the feeling why the tears came on that thing and not the other. Am I doing something wrong? Am I less grateful for it? And like all this self-criticizing thoughts were flooding in my head at that time. But what I've realized through also learning the receiving, and this year, receiving is my word, the theme of the word, so I'm exploring it a lot deeper, is that when we receive a gift, we actually most likely we have a heart open and we receive it energetically. When our heart is closed, even when we receive a gift, we can't feel thank you because we are blocked. And I experienced this last year. Actually, it's almost a year ago on my mom's passing, when I've experienced a lot of gifts coming through my life, I couldn't receive them because I thought I don't deserve them. All the people time, all the kind words, people were bringing me flowers and gifts. And this is where I noticed first time in my life, like so consciously, that my heart was closed because I felt I didn't deserve it, but I was aware of it and I was breathing through my body. And suddenly something opened up and I noticed that it's not the physical receiving that I had to allow myself to take in my hands, but actually the energy behind it. So there is heart to heart human connection. But yesterday, when I listened to that video, what I realized is that we are receiving all the time from everything, from God, from universe, from other people, from nature, but we don't see it as receiving. So we feel like, oh, there is air. Okay, let me be grateful for the air. But only when we allow ourselves to receive it, it can have probably the same effect as if we were receiving a physical, tangible gift from someone with an open heart. If we receive this space around us, for example, wherever you are, you suddenly feel like your body opens up, softens a little bit, and there is something happening when we allow ourselves to receive that opens up the door to gratitude. So for me, receiving is actually a doorway to gratitude. Receiving with an open heart. And sometimes people say, I can't open my heart is closed. Okay, if you feel that it is, this is the case. I'm not neglecting that. I'm not arguing with that. But what if you went behind that closed door? Because you have the ultimate power. You have the power to do everything. You can shift your thoughts. You can give your thoughts a meaning, you can give your experience a meaning, and you can also give yourself the meaning that you can't do something, and of course that will be your experience, but only because you gave your power away to something that you don't want to do, to experience. So for me, this kind of contemplation also creates such a big shift. I also few days ago had this download when I was in bed about a hob, cooking hob or stove with fire. Imagine that you are the hob and the gratitude is the fire. And if we keep the fire off, if we have ice on the hob, it's gonna stay ice. And that is the equivalent to our experience of the world. It's cold, is numb, is like not really pleasant, right? And we keep the gratitude off, and we feel like, oh, the world is hard, the world is cold, the world is whatever it is, we can't change it, is stubborn, is solid, is all the qualities of the ice, right? Like it's just like the world is beyond our power, beyond our control. But now, when we start to turn the fire on and we start to melt the ice, we allow ourselves to feel grateful for the fact of feeling grateful. The ice starts to melt, and suddenly the world starts to seem more fluid. It starts to bend, and it's like bending the reality, right? It starts to flow, and we start to flow with it, with life, rather than being so structured and controlling like the ice. We surrender ourselves into the waters of life, and the more fire, which is the gratitude, we evoke from within ourselves, the more the world starts to seem more loving, more beautiful, more grateful, like from the chair of abundance that we've been sitting on. So I feel like this is a beautiful analogy for how gratitude works and how our heart is the center of that. Now, with the word thank you, what we will be doing in a moment, the thank you reclamation, I realized that so many times in my life I've said thank you just because I thought I had to. And when we think we have to do something, it doesn't feel pleasant at all. It feels like we just don't want to do it, right? Or we were taught, for example, our parents, I'm sure most of our parents, or maybe even teachers at school, used to tell us, say thank you. Have this, say thank you. Why didn't you say thank you? And we're like, oh, thank you. And we feel like we have to do it. So we do it. But because we are not connected to the heart that time, because it's not genuine right now, we are disconnected from the heart. We say thank you, and we block the energy of the heart, and it starts to build a wall around our heart. This is how I see it, that all the energy that we have been accumulating throughout our life wants the outlet and wants to be released. We've withheld it from the world, and now it's time to reclaim the word, the purity of the word, the pure essence of the original meaning of the word, thank you, and allow the energy to burst through those words. A lot of times we say thank you sarcastically, like, thanks for doing this, but I didn't ask you to, or thanks for being stupid, thanks even like thanks, like with this arrogance. Um, we say thank you. I've mentioned in one of the videos, when we go to the shop, for example, we say thank you, have a nice day. But do we really connect to our hearts when we say that? Because I don't, not always. And yeah, I'm just here honest with you. You may be different, but a lot of times I go to the shop, to the post office, to wherever, postman brings letters to, for any services, and I just say thank you, but I'm actually forgetting to be present with my thank you. Even when we write, right? We write messages, we write posts on social media, we write emails, whatever your outlet of writing is, maybe in our journal even. And sometimes we write thank you at the end, but we're not allowing ourselves to feel this. And we think this is appropriate to say thank you or to write thank you. But actually, the thank you should be for us. Thank you is for us to feel deeply who we are in our center. And then, if we are connected to ourselves, the thank you radiates to others, and it's beautiful for them to receive. But if they're receiving just empty words, how would you feel if I just say, let me just disconnect. Thank you for being here. Thanks for coming. It's like she doesn't mean that. You feel, or sometimes people could even be pretend like, thank you, I'm really happy that you are here. And it's like imposing something, and it maybe feels more exciting, but still there is that tiny bit of disconnection, and people don't do this on purpose. And I probably done it many times, and I've never done this on purpose as well. I just wasn't aware of it, that I was doing this until recently, when this all thank you reclamation started coming into my awareness. But the point is to shift our awareness into our heart, or our presence of here and now. When we took that breath, inhaling and exhaling, I am here. When we connect to really being here and say thank you from that place, everything changes suddenly. There is no agenda. We don't want to feel good. I mean, we will feel good, but it's not like I'm gonna say thank you because I want to feel good. We don't want to be perceived as good or polite. We don't want to, there is no, I will do this because I will get something out of it, because this is always ego. If I want to do something to get something out of it, we are just doing it because it's natural thing to do in this moment. And this is presence, this is pure awareness, this is connection to our inner being. And recently, as I've been practicing it more and more, I really feel like firstly, the way I feel shifts, and the way my experience is shifts. Got a comment, maybe needing to go soon, but I want to explore more through the replay. Reclaim my sunny day and move. No problem. Lovely that you are here and you can catch the replay. Where was I? Okay, so recently I went for a walk, and I started seeing how the autumn leaves, I'm in UK, used to make me sometimes sad. It's like, oh no, summer is finished. Again, this boring weather. But there were times I used to come out and feel like, wow, especially like when we are children, we do that. Wow, so many colors, so beautiful. We can walk on the leaves. It's like children have beauty, find beauty everywhere. And it's not, you see, this is an experience. Leaves, autumn leaves on the floor, laying on the ground. But what state of awareness I come out from my house with will be my experience. I can say, life is happening to me, it's boring, nothing I can do. Or I can shift into that heart connection, which is the innocence of the heart, into like, wow, everything is miracle. And if we feel like we are disconnected, is again, I'm gonna repeat it because for me it makes such a big difference, and I couldn't figure it out as well. It's not about masking what we feel when we feel unhappy. It's about going internally, allowing this unhappiness, but also shifting the thought. What thought would feel better is a nice question to ask ourselves. And how can we shift into that purity of the heart to actually experience gratitude in this now moment from whatever is, whatever we are experiencing, rather than thinking that if I have this, then I will be happy, because that will bring gratitude for maybe 2 seconds or 5 minutes, but you will want the next thing, because our habitual way of thinking is only something that I don't have will bring me happiness. So we are relying on something that is not here, and that pattern will keep repeating, no matter if we have all the cars or the $1 million and houses and relationships and all the other things. We will never be happy unless we find it with in emptiness, in this moment, in the void, in the heart, in with whatever is now. So I hope this helps to maybe inspire some new insights on gratitude and allow you to feel a little bit more and more empowered, because I want it to be really a space where you feel that is up to you. Is not me making you feel grateful. Some things I say may activate the gratitude, but again, it's the gratitude within you that is always available. Is not actually, you don't have to actually have my words to feel that. So you are the master of your frequency, creating gratitude. So now we are going to the reclamation process, the clearing process. If you've never done clearing, it is just allow it, because sometimes my mind used to say to me, oh, like this is not gonna work. Like how do I know it's working? Maybe something is not helping me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Can we just notice the mind? But you are not the mind. Notice the thoughts. Don't disregard them, don't avoid them, but also don't give them any attention. It's like, thank you, but here I am here doing my process, and just allow this to happen with pure presence without forcing it. So if you are ready, I'm gonna have a sip of water before we do that. Yeah, close your eyes. Connect again consciously to this chair of abundance. To your full presence, to your heart. The space where everything is a miracle. Every breath, every sound, every color, every experience, every movement of your body is a miracle. Is life moving through you, life moving you as you. And you can experience this. And from this space, let's channel a white light through our being from above, going through our crown chakra, third eye, our throat, our heart, solar plexus, sacral, root chakra, and through the base of the spine, going down into the earth, connected from above to below. And feel the energy now going from the earth up through your root chakra and all the other chakras up to the crown and the heavens above. Now I invite you to take some breaths with me. We're going to inhale, pause for a moment, and in the pause, you're going to gently repeat 3 times thank you. And then exhale, exhale fully. And on the exhale, repeating 3 times thank you. And we're going to do a few rounds in your own rhythm. I'm going to do first rounds with you, first 3 or 4 rounds, and then you will continue for a moment by yourself. Just bringing your awareness to your breath and saying 3 times thank you during the pauses. So exhale all the air out and let's start. Inhale. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Exhale. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Inhale. Hold and gently repeat thank you 3 times. Exhale. Hold and gently repeat thank you 3 times. Inhale. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Exhale. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And continue in your own rhythm for a moment. Now let go of the breath. Allow your breath to come back to normal, natural, and just notice what this powerful few moments have shifted. Now we are going to work with time, coming back in time. Again, just allow this to happen simultaneously. Allowing the light to flow through you, the breath to flow through you, your body open, natural. Allowing this process, the cleansing, to take place. Allow the clearing now to begin. Let's clear all the ways when you said thank you without meaning it. You may recall the situations or images now, or you may not. It's all fine, and just trust that this is happening now. The light is pouring through you, releasing any energy that you withheld from the world when you didn't mean the words thank you. Allowing the heart to open. Let's clear all the moments in your life when you had to say thank you, when you felt like you had to, when there was this inner feeling that this is what you should be doing because everyone does it, because you've been taught this way, because you want to feel like you are a good person. Let's clear that out. Allow the energy to flow. And you may even want to imagine through this process that your heart is radiating pure light into the world, into all these situations from the past where your thank you felt like you had to say it and the energy was withheld. And now you are allowing it to flow into people, places, into the universe. So it comes back to you because you are one, you are those people, you are those experiences. Now, allow yourself to clear any thank you when someone told you to say thank you and you did. Maybe your mom, maybe a school teacher, maybe your friend. Someone told you you have to say thank you. Or didn't you say thank you? Why don't you say thank you? And then you say thank you because, again, you want to be perceived polite, you want to belong, you wanted someone to like you. You wanted to like yourself. And in that moment of not awareness, lack of awareness, lack of presence, we withheld the energy. We felt like it was forced. Let's burst our heart, the light of our heart, into these timelines, into these experiences. And breathe deeply, allowing the energy to be received, allowing the energy to expand. You are becoming more and more yourself, and you have now more space within yourself, within your heart for everything else as you are releasing this stagnant energy from the past. Let's clear now all the thank you that was sarcastic, that maybe was rude, or maybe we tried to be funny in front of someone. All the sarcastic thank yous are now released. The energy is flowing back into the world. Connection to the heart, pure light, pure love, feeling grateful. All the thank yous now that were rude. For example, thank you for doing this, even though I didn't ask you, or I didn't wanted you to do it, but thank you. Thank you for not being my friend. All the thank yous that we've used as children and in our adult life that were quite rude. Allow them to clear now. All it needs is your intention. Yes, yes, I am clearing this right now. The energy is releasing. Nothing you need to do. This is process of allowing. You can help yourself with visualization, with light, but this is all happening right here and now. Clearing your past, healing your past, and reclaiming more of you into here and now. Let's clear all the thank yous that we felt that it's someone's responsibility to do it. For example, we felt like someone should wash the dishes, so we don't need to say thank you because it's their responsibility. Someone should clean the house. Someone should let you pass. The car should let you pass down the street. The people should let you in through the open door. Like there's been so many times where we didn't say thank you because we thought people should be doing this. We expected them to do it. But can we now replace each expectation that we had from others into a miracle? Yes, maybe on one level that we've expected them and they should be doing whatever they've done. But can we also notice that even in those moments, we can switch to the chair of abundance and experience gratitude for something that is expected of someone? And can you allow this withheld energy to release now? Release to those people, places, to the world. Release from our heart space. Any expectations from the past now shift into gratitude. Yes, it was your duty to throw the rubbish, but thank you for doing that. Isn't it better? Doesn't it feel better than, yeah, it's your responsibility. Why I have to say thank you? It's much nicer when we appreciate things, but again, for ourselves to feel it, not to be seen or perceived certain way. Now let's release habitual thank yous. All the thank yous that we've said in the past that were habitual. For example, going to the shop and saying thank you to the cashier because everyone says thank you. Any other examples that you may have? You may have some memories coming back when you say thank you, when you write thank you in your messages, for your birthday wishes, for the gifts, maybe even the gifts that you pretend that you like, but you actually don't, and you said thank you because you thought you had to say thank you. It was out of habit, but you didn't feel it. Can we notice that receiving, we don't have to like something to receive it. We can receive it energetically. We're receiving not the gift, the specific gift itself, but the generosity of the person and the idea that they wanted to give us something, despite that it wasn't up to our taste. Can we receive that and allow all the energy that has been withheld to be released now with our decision? And can we allow ourselves to release now any thank you that has been transactional? Any thank you when we, for example, someone wanted to buy us coffee, tea, or juice, and we said thank you, but inside we felt like it was a transaction and we have to buy them the next time we go out together. When someone paid for our meal and then we had to pay for the next meal. When someone invited us over and we knew we had to invite them over, so we said thank you, but we knew we owe someone something to someone. Can we release this now? Can we allow ourselves to live from moment to moment and do not have expectations, even disregarding what others think, and if others have those expectations that we have to buy them that next coffee or next meal? Can we just live from moment to moment and appreciate this moment where they are actually paying for our meal, our coffee, inviting us over, or whatever it is? And if we feel like paying for another coffee, feeling that gratitude in our heart because we feel inspired that they bought us coffee, yes, let's do it from that place. But if we feel obliged, if we feel like we have to because they've done something to us, that's transaction, and that comes from ego. So every time we want to give something to someone, let's first establish our energy from the place of being inspired by the gesture rather than thinking that we have to. Otherwise, let's not do it because they're not receiving our gratitude. They're not receiving the pure energy of our heart. They receive the disconnection, part of us that is not real. So let's cleanse, let's release this energy. Let's allow it to come back to the world and choose to make every decision that is with regards to giving and receiving and using thank you from the heart-centered way. People also say thank you at the end of a meeting or saying goodbye, like have a nice day, thank you, or thank you, goodbye. And that can also be very habitual. Let's release that too. And if you think of any other examples that you might want to connect to, any other thank you that have not been voiced here, and maybe even if you speak another language, or maybe you've been in certain countries, foreign countries, and you use the word thank you in different languages, you may want to clear that as well. It's happening simultaneously in all the languages as we use the word thank you. Thank you represents the energy of this word, but if you wanted to cleanse your own language or any other situations, I'll give you a moment to do that now. And just say to yourself, I release the energy of that situation or that thank you. And now let's reverse this. And let's imagine that we are on the receiving end of thank you. And all the people from our lives have done this process, disregarding if they've done this process or not. Can you allow the energy of each thank you that they didn't mean, that they felt they had to say, that they felt they wanted to be seen by you, to be liked by you, to be perceived as polite, all the times they withheld the energy from their thank you. Can you allow this energy to be received by you now? Just open your heart. You may want to lean back on your chair just to surrender and receive for a moment. Bask in this energy of thank you reclamation. Coming back to the purity of the meaning of these words, this phrase, the essence. Take a deep inhale. Let it out. Before you open your eyes, I invite you to move a little and notice how much more space there is within your body. It seems more spacious, more open, more stretched out. Maybe you notice when you breathe, you can breathe a little deeper or a lot deeper. You are now connected to this divine flow of receiving and saying thank you for others to receive the essence of your heart. And whenever you're ready, you may want to blink your eyes open. How are you feeling? Good. Now I will take you through the 10-day challenge that I invite you to continue. I have created a workbook. It's not a workbook. Well, I called it, I think, an ebook, but it's basically a document which has 10 days with quotes. There is a powerful quote of gratitude that I've picked from so many that I've researched. And there is a little bit of my contemplation underneath. And what I want you to do each day to open this document and to contemplate on the quote. You can read my contemplation, contemplate deeper on what I've contemplated. And it's not for you to agree with me, but because maybe there is something for you that you will feel like, no, I see it differently. But just to find your own depth of the quote and of the connection to gratitude, because each quote links to gratitude, to thank you, to appreciation, to blessings of life. And yeah, I just feel like quotes for me are very powerful because they are like timeless activations. And when we connect to them and start to contemplate on what it means for us, it will shift over time. And maybe it's not the meaning what the author of the quote meant, but it still evokes something. And as long as we feel it, it is doing the work. So yeah, each day I will invite you to a different quote to contemplate on it. I'm gonna post this video on YouTube, and I would love for you to every day go under that video on YouTube and comment your insights, your contemplations, or maybe how your day has shifted thanks to doing that. But I don't want you to do it again as a task or because I ask you to do, because it's not the point of doing this. If you want to do it from this place, better don't do it. But the comments are for you to basically anchor your energy, anchor your insights, anchor your presence, allow yourself to be seen as well, allowing yourself to know that it's important what you feel, what you've experienced, what you've contemplated, because I will be seeing those comments, other people will be seeing those comments too. And we are highlighting, we stop hiding behind something and allowing our energy to be anchored and witnessed. So I want you to do it from that place when you write the comments, not from the place Beata told me to write a comments and this is part of the challenge, so I will just do it to tick it off the list. If that's the case, don't do that. Connect to your heart, connect to your importance, to your value. My words matter, my insights matter, I matter, and I want to comment what I've experienced today. And the other part of the challenge is a thank you walk. Thank you walk is something that came to me also 3 days ago. And when I was on a walk and I received this idea, and immediately I was like, okay, I'm gonna add this to Thank You Reclamation because it's so simple and so beautiful. And I feel like you will want to do this for the rest of your life, not only for the 10 days. It's a walk when you commit to, firstly, it's nice that you have a starting point wherever you go. It's nice that you do it in nature because nature supports us, but don't make it an excuse if you don't live close to nature not to do it. Even if you do it, I don't know, outside of the buildings, it will work as well. You set an intention, you are going for a walk, for a thank you walk. What I did on my phone, and you can do that too. Oh, it's 11:11. How beautiful. um, Take your phone now, actually, if you are not using the phone. That will be, at least you have done it. And set your timer for 5 minutes. All it needs 5 minutes. And right under the time, there is normally a label that you can put, thank you walk. And what you do, I'm gonna wait until you do it. If you want to do it for longer, feel free to do it for longer, but I don't want it to be a distraction for someone that can't spend a lot of time, because 5 minutes, everyone can find 5 minutes in your life. If you can't find 5 minutes in your life, it means you don't have a life. The life has you. And this is the case. If you are so busy that there's no 5 minutes for you, I think it's nice to reestablish your priorities and notice that you are actually not living, but you are swallowed by life itself and you have so much to do. So it's still nice to, like, I think there is a famous quote of Buddha: everybody should meditate 20 minutes a day. If you don't have time, meditate for 1 hour, because you will realize that you always have time. You actually, the time is, and we use time, we make time for things. But anyway, so thank you walk is basically you set an intention. I'm going for thank you walk. You set a timer, you take your first step, and with each step, you repeat thank you. Thank you, thank you. If you want, if it works better for you, you can repeat with each syllable, like thank you, thank you. But for me, it doesn't work because my mind straight away says there is no balance, because left side says thanks, right side says thank. So like whatever works for your mind, not to be distracted that something is not working. I like to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But again, this walk, we are not doing the walk just to tick it off the list. We are connecting to our body, and with each thank you, we are actually observing what is happening. And many things will happen, and you will have your own observation each time. But few things happen for me, from what I can recall now, is like every time I step the foot, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The energy of thank you is moved in my body, is reverberating in my cells, and it almost felt like it's restructuring even my bones, my body, as I walk. Thank you, thank you. So my hips, my whole body starts to move with this energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The other thing that happens is external, is that when I say thank you, suddenly I realize that I'm stepping on the earth. Therefore, I'm saying thank you also to the earth. And it's like, wow, I'm blessing the earth. And then I look and it's like, oh, thank you, thank you. I'm saying thank you internally, but the tree is receiving my energy. The air is receiving my energy. The sky is receiving my energy. The people that pass by receiving my energy. And that starts to evoke such a powerful feeling within me that when the alarm stops, I just want to continue. And for as long as I walk, even yesterday I went to the shop, and instead of listening to audiobook or maybe just contemplating, I was doing this thank you walk, and I was like, I had so much fun. And yeah, after 5 minutes, it still lasts. So if you have any questions about the walk, also feel free to ask. When you put comments on YouTube for the each 10 days of challenge, just put day 1 and whatever, and you can put whatever you've experienced from the quotes and the contemplations or from your walk, because I'm sure you will have insights about your walk as well, and how it moves you, how it moves the energy, and how it allows you to actually see beauty in moments of maybe where you don't feel so good. When you go for a thank you walk, you suddenly realize that, wow, life is more beautiful because I set my vibration into the state of gratitude and I see it differently. Therefore, it's not life. Life is, I've had an experience where life was, it was a powerful journey that I went through a few years ago, that life had no meaning. And it was terrifying for me because I was like looking at everything and it was like, it's meaningless. Like I thought all is love, but like this is what? Like it was just so terrifying in a way. And it's like, what's the point if I'm here or I'm not here? Like doesn't really matter. Like I couldn't understand it. But then I was shown that it's life is neutral in this is one way to look at it, but we have the power to give meaning to life. And when I realized that, suddenly it's like, wow. So in another way, we can say that life is always love and celebration. That was another experience that I've had. Life is always love and celebration. And I can stay in my own bubble of misery, looking at other people being grateful and happy and living in fullness of life, and I'm just here and like I want to suffer a little bit more. It's like I see they happy, but like I feel like there's some gold in suffering. But then suddenly we can shift. It's like, oh, I can join them and join to celebrate life and feel blessings for life. So this is the essence of this workshop, of this experience, of the challenge, to evoke more, to train ourselves, our body to actually feel grateful and live from the space of open heart where the meaning of what we see changes, rather than we are settling for the meaning that has been programmed into our consciousness until now. Does it make sense? I hope it does. I hope it's clear. If you have any questions, also you can post under this video or message me. And yeah, just one more thing I wanted to do, what also came to me and helped me. So let's close our eyes. And as we've connected at the beginning with gratitude chair, in the same way, I want you to now imagine your shoes, all of your shoes, the energy of them, just combine it into one, and just give meaning to your shoes now. Allow the energy of gratitude, of abundance, or feeling the abundance available everywhere to be in your shoes now. And just say to yourself, my shoes help me feel grateful. My shoes make me feel grateful. My shoes evoke feelings of abundance. My shoes always guide me to the best possible places in the best possible time. My shoes guide me as my soul guides me. And imagine yourself now to putting these shoes on, whichever pair you choose. And those are the shoes that you will be walking with today, tomorrow. The energy of the shoes. And this will help you also feel grateful as you walk. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because now you've preset the intention for your shoes to evoke gratitude, to connect you to gratitude. And again, it's not the shoes are neutral. It's you giving meaning to your shoes, but you don't rely on your shoes. You don't give your power away to the shoes. And if you don't have the shoes, if you are without the shoes, you are not feeling grateful. You are always connected to gratitude. Shoes can be a symbol. Every time you put them on, you remind yourself, oh, I'm connected to gratitude, to abundance. So this is the point and the idea behind this. You may open your eyes. Walking in the shoes of gratitude. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you, that I am launching a program that is called Gratitude, Your Sacred State of Being. And this will be a free starter, I may say. I've recently shared that I have a secret offer. So this offer is now not secret anymore. It's still on pre-order. It will be available, today's first 10th of November. And yeah, I will send you everything in the email. It will be full of meditations that will help you to anchor more into your heart, into the gratitude. There will be beautiful thank you yoga nidra that helps the thank you and the gratitude to sink into our body. That is beautiful to be done before we go to sleep. There will be beautiful receiving meditation where we see the thank you that is all around us. There will be also a live activation, kind of like this one, probably a bit shorter, where we activate the word thank you, where we'll be working with light and spiral and really allow ourselves for the thank you to be amplified with that divine, blissful essence that it is. And yeah, some other things as well. But all the information about the challenge, the ebook, the link to the video, and the program, I will send you in the email. So if you have anything that you would like to share, feel free to reach out to me. And otherwise, I am so grateful that you have been here. And yeah, I will see you soon, I hope. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.